So we talked a little bit about doing your homework, doing research and preparing to get to know a company, a practice, a dental program. Um, when you're doing that research, what types of things do you want to know? What are you really trying to learn?
Yeah. When you're learning about a company, you want to learn about their mission, their vision, and whether it fits with your value systems, and whether it speaks to you, and also how you can speak to it. When you're going into an interview situation, you want to really know that you want the interviewer to know that you're not just speaking about your own candidacy for the position, but you're actually looking at how you can fit into the culture, as we had mentioned. And through that mission and vision, you show that you've done your homework again, that you are a conscientious, diligent person in doing so. Their ethics, they have also principles and ethics in addition to the mission and vision quite often. You're also going to want to look at their history too, their evolution over the years, reading articles potentially on that company, not just looking at their website alone, but actually tapping into what press releases have they had, what kind of news, what expansions have they undergone, what kinds of conversions and changes. You're going to want to know how they've evolved or devolved. Hopefully not devolved if you're getting a position there.
Yeah.
But you really want to look at any information that you can garner about their success and their background and be able to demonstrate that succinctly to the employer. And I think the most important thing in doing your research, again, is it's not just on the web, online, but also researching the other residents in the program. What do other people know about it? I mean, that's going to be really important, is talking to your colleagues and your partners and your fellow students, female students.
Yeah, that's a really interesting point. And you obviously have great perspective because you work for both sides and you
Yes.
put people together.
Yes.
And I think sometimes as a student, as an applicant who's applying to a program of any kind or private practice, you're so wanting to impress somebody that maybe you lose sight of, but I'm not interested in all what that residency or specialty program stands for.
Yes.
That's not my cup of tea. So you're really saying it's just as important to research the mission and vision so you can understand them, but also so you can figure out if that's where you
Determine
belong.
if it's the right fit for you too.
Yeah.
It goes on both ends. It's not just all about your conviction and convincing or persuading someone else to hire you, because if you do so and you have a job offer, that's wonderful, but at the same time it can create some ethical issues for you if you get into the company and you realize it's not your cup of tea and you didn't really get a chance to research in advance and find out about the protocol and the culture. And you can really do that by talking to people. People will be candid with you. You'll get people to eventually digest or I should say divulge the hurts and the injuries the company has been through. And I have clients all the time that give me candid feedback about where they've been placed, their success stories and their triumphs, and some of their disappointments as well. So
that's really interesting. And I can tell you from my own personal perspective, when we hire people within our practice, the strongest candidates are the ones who are authentic. So they've done their homework, they know what our vision, our mission is, they know what our values are in our practice, our core values, but they're genuine when they walk in the door and they express themselves to show that they've prepared, but also that maybe they agree with this, but maybe this isn't 100% how they feel about things. And I've always found those people who were strong enough to be genuinely themselves to be the people that I want working
they're
for me.
They're refreshing, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't want somebody who's going to yes me. I want someone who's going to challenge our team and challenge us to be the best we can be. And I know that's what residencies and specialties and everybody looks for. They want a leader, and a leader is.
And leaders
authentic.
don't always go with the rest of the. They sometimes go against the grain a little bit too. So you want to have a combination. You don't want to be a contrarian necessarily, but being a leader is incredibly important, and not just a blind yes person. Yeah,
Great.
I agree with that.
That's great.